Hello, denizens of the interwebs. Grim Fury here, and it's Tuesday once again, so you know what that means. Yes, it's time for another video. So what do you say we get the ball rolling with another video of things that customers do that drive cashiers crazy? Rant number 2. Little setup here before I actually start the rant. Now, for cashiers, for the most part, at least during the days, afternoons, and evening shifts, when they don't have a customer, they're supposed to stand out in front of their aisle or register lane, whatever you want to call it. So that way, when customers come by, they can see that there's no waiting on aisle 12 and all that monkey business. So that's what they're supposed to do. I think that they call it redlining. I never understood why. There's no red line. I've looked. There isn't. Because I've been told that way back years ago when I was a daytime cashier. You know, go red line. What red line? The red line over there. There's no red line. There's an invisible red line right there. Go stand on it. If it's invisible, how do you know what color it is? Anyways, as I was saying, that's what they're supposed to do. Now, I don't know how often it is because I don't go in there when it's, when I'm not working. So, but I do know that periodically, possibly every day, I don't know, they're asked to do other things right nearby, like straighten up their register of all the impulse stuff, or just be just like a few feet away, so that way they can be right near their register. Stuff in the big lanes. Make that look all pretty and stuff like that. That does happen. Now, overnights, where I work, it happens every night. We can't just stand there. We can't just stand there behind the register. We can't stand there out in front. We can get in serious trouble if we're just standing there not doing anything. See, during the other shifts, standing up front is called doing your job. That's what you're supposed to do. Overnights, that's called not doing anything. That's called you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble if you're not doing something. 2 days a week that I work, we get impulse, gum, and candy in on a pallet. Big red plastic tub-like containers that's full of candy, gum, and mints. And we get some, a few things from some of the other departments. We get a few things for the candy wall. Sometimes we get some pharmacy, some stuff, some spices, that kind of thing. But those other things, we get it all separated. Usually we'll put all the candy on one cart. We'll put all the gum and mints on another. The other stuff gets sent to the other areas. And then we have to work these carts. Depending on how many people we have on the overnight shift, which ranges between 4 and 2. That's, if everyone's there, no vacations, no sick, whatever. If there's plenty of people, then someone or two someones could be working the gum and candy on all the registers. Otherwise, it's from the smoke aisle towards the self-serve registers, between those two areas. And, that's it if we're low on people. But that's what we have to do. And every morning about 4 a.m. is when I have to go over and straighten up the candy wall. Sometimes, like this morning, I was actually doing candy wall freight for a couple hours, and then I had to do the candy wall. So I had to leave the cigarette aisle and go like 5 registers up to the last large register, turn that light on, and work candy wall freight, and then when I'm done, straighten up the candy wall. So I'm busy. I have something I have to do. I'm not allowed to just stand at the register and, gee, I sure hope some customers show up soon. I'm getting kind of bored. But with all that in mind, Here we go. Customers that roll up or walk up to the register, and if you're not there to just jump in their arms and wrap your arms around their neck and just say, "Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. I was so lonely and I've been waiting for you for hours. Give me a big kiss, you big bearded bastard." They have a stroke. It's like they expect somebody to be standing there waiting for them, all smiles. Guess what? Overnights, that's not how it works. Yeah, if we're checking somebody out, then yeah, you're going to see the cashier. But especially early in the mornings, like after our lunches are over, we're going to be doing something. We're going to be on the registers putting up, our freight, or we're going to be down at the candy wall. We're not going to be standing at the registers. But these people don't get it in their heads. They just roll right up there, and they just, looking all around, wondering where someone's at, and then they start hollering, hello, hello. It's like, look like maybe behind you, look all around before you start having a spastic fit. Because I'd say at least 98% of the time, I will see the customer walking up to the register. Because I'm always looking over my shoulder when I'm over there working. Looking probably like every 30 seconds or so. So that way if I see some coming, I'll walk up there. But you get these people that are just impatient and they start having a stroke if, someone's not there to give them a big wet sloppy kiss on the face. People need to learn patience. Because this just, expecting everything to be, instantaneous like that, that's not how it works. If you want someone to be right there at the register when you walk up, don't come to overnights. Because, we have things we have to do also, because that's part of our job. We're not allowed to just stand at the register and wait for you to show up. That is not how that game is played. So you people need to learn some patience. Bonus rant! Going along the same line, when I'm up at the register closest to the candy wall, customers that go over to the cigarette aisle, the light is not on, it is clearly out, and they will either go to that register and stand there and just wait like we're going to just like magically appear. And sometimes they'll either wait for several minutes and I guess just stew in their own little idiotic juices. And then they'll like start yelling, can I get some help? Is there somebody over here? It's like, hey, moron, do you see that there's a light, that the light is off? Guess what that means? There's nobody there. Don't just walk up to that register. Look to see if there's an employee nearby and say, hey, I'm going to need to get, some cigarettes, or hey, I'm going to need to get some chewing tobacco. Then guess what? If they're that person, they will go and walk over there with you, or they'll holler at the person that it's supposed to be. This isn't like that, that one show where they have the little bell on the counter and they go ding, and the person pops up behind the counter and goes, Empty Arms Hotel. That's not how it works. This isn't one of those old-time gas stations where they had that hose, or whatever the heck you want to call it, that went across the concrete and you ran over it and it goes ding, ding, letting the person inside know, hey, there's a customer that needs gas. We're not doing our little job and go, I feel a disturbance in the force. A customer needs cigarettes. That's not how it works. We're not sitting there putting up candy or putting up gum or straightening this up or setting this up and going, my spider sense is tingling. Someone's getting upset because there's no one there to sell them cigarettes. Guess what? That is not how that works. If you need something, don't go to the aisle if the light's off. Find someone, find an employee, ask them for help, and then go over there, and either the person you talk to will go and help you, or they will go get the person that is working that register and they will help you. Don't be a freaking moron. Don't expect someone to just materialize. We don't do that. And that happens all the time with me. I'll be on that far register, working the candy wall, and someone will come up to me and say, there's a customer over there on the cigarette aisle, and they've been there for, they said they've been there for 5 or 10 minutes. It's like, well, whose fault is that? The light's not on. How am I supposed to know that they're there? There is actually a register with the light on. Yes, cigarettes cannot be sold at that register. It can only be sold on the cigarette aisle or the cigarette register itself. But that doesn't mean you just show up there and, well, I guess if I just wait here long enough, Scotty's gonna hit that little button and, a cashier's just gonna materialize right in front of me and they're just gonna help me. You gotta let someone know. I mean, how do you people get so stupid? Expecting basically something from nothing. And you do it all the time. Guess what? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different outcome, I do believe that's the very definition of insanity. Because people will do it all the time. So, maybe you're beyond stupid. Maybe you're just insane. Get it together, people. And it's just like so many people say, oh, I didn't see the light. Well, freaking look. How are you going to, do you know where you're going to be? I mean, are you just that programmed? Are you a robot or a zombie or a trained seal that, hey, I walk into this store and, I know that that's the register I go to, so I'll just do whatever I have to do, and then when I'm done, I'll go to that register. Guess what? Maybe that register doesn't have anybody behind it for one reason or another. You should see it when they have that area roped off because they're waxing the floor. You talk about sometimes you see some people that look completely lost. It's like, well, where am I supposed to go? It's like, hello, people? You see those things up there that's got the numbers on the registers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Those light up. Do you not know this? I mean, how ignorant do you have to be to not know that these things light up? You never watch movies or watch TV where people are in the stores, or have you never shopped before in your entire life? Did you just escape your captors? You're adventuring out in the world for the very first time. I mean, it's pretty common knowledge that those little shroud things light up. That's how you know that register has a cashier, that register is open. But these people have, blinders on like this and like this, tunnel vision, I guess, and they just look straight ahead and they just go to where they always go and just expect, us to magically appear. It doesn't work that way. It's not, this isn't the world of magic. Believe me. Because if I could work magic, guess what? I wouldn't be ringing your stuff up anyways. I would have turned you into a toad a long time ago, and I would have just zapped and put your crap back up on the shelves. Been like, oh no, here comes that idiot again. Oh, let's see. You're a toad. Ah, yeah. You're an ugly toad, but you're a toad. Now I'm just going to send you, and poof, you're out in the park somewhere, and poof, your stuff's back on the shelf. Believe me, if the world was magical, you would not want me as a cashier. Because, well, I would probably say I would only probably ring up maybe 5% of my customers, and those are the people that I like. The annoying ones? No. We would be having probably a lot of, unexplained appearances of toads and rabbits and, pigeons or whatever. Just because I would be turning everybody into them. But use common sense, people. Be a little bit aware of your surroundings. You know, look around, look up a little. I mean, I swear we could have naked people, you know, on like little swings or something, or bungee cords hanging from the ceilings. Nobody would see them, ever. Because nobody looks more than what's at eye level. Pay attention. Look to see where the register is that's open, and if you need to go to the smoke register or the cigarette register and you don't see the light on, ask someone. Don't just stand there and wait for someone to just show up out of nowhere that they don't even know you're there to begin with, and then get all angry because no one's showing up at a register that there isn't a cashier at. And when you're going to a register that has a light on but you don't see your cashier, don't throw a complete temper tantrum when you've only been there 2 seconds. Wait a little bit. I'm not saying wait 10, 15 minutes. No. Give it a minute. You know, it's you know, I mean, if we're a long ways away and you can't see us, okay, then go ahead and holler. But don't start hollering before your cart comes to a complete stop. There is someone nearby. We're just busy. We're doing our job. We're doing what we're supposed to do. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I know I got some stuff off my chest, and you know, of course, that's what these rants are for. Is basically that's my way of dealing with my stress for my job, is, you know, making these videos. Of course, you know, it makes people smile, it makes people laugh, so that's, you know, makes it even better. But anyways, that's enough for this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me for another one of my episodes of weirdness and outrageousness and, I don't know, meanness. So, anyways, I hope you all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I made you smile. I hope I made you laugh. Hope I made you think, especially if you're a customer. But anyways, if you enjoyed yourself, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's try to get these numbers up. You know, show your love. You know, let me know how much you enjoy these videos. And at any time, if you have any, you know, questions or suggestions or anything, things you'd like me to talk about, rant about, you know, or do whatever, you know, leave your suggestions, you know, down. Believe me, if you look at my past videos, I don't get too many comments. So at least, you know, until my numbers, you know, get really, really large, I'm going to answer your comments. It may not be right away, you know, it all depends on what time you leave it. You know, if I'm asleep or I'm at work, then obviously I'm not going to be able to comment on it. But I do get a notification, and I check YouTube every day. So I will see the notification when I pop on there. I'll get on there, I'll read your comment, and, you know, if it's something that, you know, I can respond to, then, you know, at the very least, I'll give you a thumbs up, thumbs down, a heart, or I'll give you a little, you know, a little response. So, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. You know, comments, suggestions, you know, whatever. Feel free, and I will reply to them, like I said, as soon as I can. I promise. So, thank you again for joining me here. Hope you had a great time. And I will see you all again next Tuesday for another video. So, hope you had a great time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for staying with me and being with me on this journey. Who knows where it's going to go, how long it's going to last, but I am grateful beyond words to have you along this journey with me. I couldn't do it without you. I wouldn't do it without you guys. You are the reason why I'm doing it. Otherwise, I would just, yell at Rory the lion, instead of doing this. So, anyways, thank you again so much for being here with me. And I will see you all next week. So, have a wonderful one, and take care of yourself, and always remember to just laugh as much as you can, especially, laugh at yourself, because sometimes you're the best source of entertainment. I know I'm the best source of entertainment for myself a lot of the times. So enjoy as much as you can, and I'll see you later. Bye!